And now we're going to think about the Jan Richardson technique called read the letters left to right. This is again for students who know less than 10 letters, so this is your pre-A kiddos just learning about letters. This activity is meant to be a review, so you want to look at your observation survey letter ID test to see which letters kids know by name, sound, or formation. And we're only going to practice the letters that kiddos know. So this is a review technique, not an introduce the letter technique. I would have the letters that the student knows in a cup. I like to use cups instead of bags. They're just easier to work with. Each student in my reading group would have a different bag. And as they learn letters, there will be more letters in their bag. Now you can see this kiddo is now working with 3 letters. Now I'm not just going to put 3 letters on here for review because it's not enough review. So I put multiple of that letter that they know. They're in their cup. I tell them all to dump their cups onto the table, and then once they get them all lined up in a nice row, we're going to read them left to right. So the student would read M, R, M, S, R, M, S, S. So again, they only know 3 letters, but I'm giving them multiple times to practice each letter. You want to provide the letter in the form that they know it. So this student knows capital R, but not lowercase r, so that's what we're using. They knew lowercase m, so that's what we're using here. S would be less of an issue because that is the same in the upper and lower case. What do we call that when the letter is the same in the upper and the lower case? Matched pair, that's right. Again, I would not do this just once. We want 2 to 3 minutes of practice. So if the student gets this all finished, I would then mix them up and say, again, make them in a line. Now, this is twice, 2 kinds of work. First of all, when they're putting them in a line, they're thinking about the orientation of that letter, right? And they're looking at the form of that letter. We get them in a line. This also helps with left to right directionality. And believe it or not, this is the beginning of one-to-one match because I'm looking at one letter and saying one letter name. R, M, R, M, S, S, M, S. So this is a 2 to 3 minute practice called reading the letters left to right.